Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG81 and today I'm very excited to be doing a review for the Sentinel Toys Peter B. Parker Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yes, let's take a look at the box design, and as you can see, this guy is humongous. Wow. Okay, so let's do a comparisons with the previous Sentinel Toys Miles Morales, and you can basically see they are of the same height, but once I turn it aside, yep, you guys can tell that this is a very huge box due to this gargoyle base that it comes with. Otherwise, I believe it should be of the same thickness of this box. Yep, what I meant is the one that is without the base. Of course, I can't get hold of that. That's why I have to get the one with the base right now. And let's take a look at the box. It's a very nice design of the box because of the huge space. You can see all the very cool poses of this Spider-Man. This is this is the Spider-Man I mean the Peter Parker Spider-Man without the beer guts. Of course, we have the Peter B. Parker Spider-Man as well. Yep, so here is the other side of the box, which looks very nice with all the head sculpts. Yeah, I kind of thrilled to have this one with the specs on. Yep, so and the next one is of course the upside down Peter B. Parker, and how come the drinks won't pour out? Yeah, when you are upside down, the drink's supposed to be pour out all over your face, right? Yep, so this is a very cool design. I kind of like how they just, you know, put it upside down. Okay, and let's see over here. Wow, this is a very nice Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yep, and at the bottom there's a whole bunch of copyright things or some legal instructions, things like that. And please be noted that the final product may be different from the images shown. Okay, yep, so let's get him out. Okay, so this is Peter B. Parker from the Sentinel Toys right out of the box, and the moment I took him out from the box, I almost cried. Because he is so perfect, guys. My goodness, I'm at loss of words right now. Like most of you guys say, is a perfect Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm just talking about the overall look, not into articulations yet. So let's take a look at, wow, the linings are very clear. It's not like what we've seen earlier on. Yeah, this figure is beautiful. You can see all the linings are perfectly being aligned, and even the red parts does have some of the crafting. Yeah, it's not just plain red. Yeah, you have the spider webs crafting there, and this is like a perfection, just like the blue color portions. You can see there are linings over there all over. It's very detailed, and the moment you hold on it, you will feel like you want to cry. It's like this is the Spider-Man that we've been waiting for. And let's take a look at the spider emblems. Wow, it's looking very shiny. You can see that it's very nice. The whole thing just looks so perfect. Wow, this is indeed the best Spider-Man, like everyone else says. And the head does looks very good, as in it's in oval shape, more like a human head shape, not just the roundy shape. And from here you can see the heads are like, you know, it just resembles the human heads more. Okay, and let's take a look at the back. Yep, very nice. And yeah, he does have some butts there. Okay, and this is what everyone hates because it looks like he lost some kind of meats there, but you will grow to love it. I tell you, the moment you pose him on the squatting pose, you will ignore this thing here. Yeah, how often do you actually pose your Spider-Man from behind, right? Yeah, so this is something that is, I think, is forgivable. Yeah, I can forgive Sentinels for doing that, just to give us the perfect squatting pose of Spider-Man. Wow, just take a look at all these details. My goodness, and the linings are very perfectly being drawn. There's no missing lines as far as I can see. This is very amazing. Okay, so let's move on to the articulation. As always, I'll start with the head. So let's see how well he can articulate. Of course, he can turn sideways, no problem there. Yeah, 360 degrees, of course, there's no problem. Looking up, wow, that's a lot. Okay, looking down, even better. Okay, you can even tilt his head, I believe. Oh, no problem there, it's a ball joint. Yep, you can even tilt his head. Yep, do some funny faces, no problem at all. And his hand can go all the way up. Yeah, very easily. Okay, is there there's no butterfly joint inside? Yep, there's nothing there. It's just a movement, very nice. It's a ball joint. And then going up forward, yep, slightly more than 90 degrees. Bicep swivel, yes, there is bicep swivels there. Double joint elbow, yes, and you can go all the way up. It's a very nice double joint elbow, and of course his hand can move around. There's a ball joint right over there. And let's take a look at the torso. It's very obvious there's 2 point of articulations, and let's see how well. Wow, this is very smooth. Okay. And then from here, yep, again it's very smooth. So let's see how well he can bend forward. My goodness, take a look at this guy, take a look at this. Wow, I think he can go further. Yep. Wow, this is a good articulations. And from here, yep, there are some gaps showing, but I think this is rather good. Can he go all the way down? Yes, he can. My goodness, take a look at this. Wow, this is a very good articulations right over here. And let's see how well he can do a back bending backwards. And oops, yep, too much. Okay, no problem, don't worry, there's nothing being breaking here. Yeah, let's see. Yes, very nicely done. My goodness, look at these guys. Wow, okay, very good articulations right over here. And this is not Mayfax, so you don't have to worry about breaking anything. As for his leg, there's no pull down mechanism. Kicking forward, let's take a look. Yeah, about slightly more than 90 degrees, not too bad. Okay, not too bad at all. And kicking backwards, unfortunately, it's not going to happen because of the entire butt cheek. Let me see if I can adjust it a little. Yeah, still not going to happen, guys. Okay, so there's no kicking backwards. And a double joint knee. Wow, look at this, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is the perfect bending of a knee. Okay, this is what Spider-Man needed to do his iconic squatting pose. Yes, this is the best thing of the Sentinel Spider-Man. Okay, and let's take a look if there's any shivers. Yep, any shivers. I'm not sure if you call this a shivel, but it's just the ball joint is being, you know, just turned around. Yeah, I think it's better than nothing. Okay, as for his foot, let's see. Okay, yep, there's a ball joint again. You can turn anywhere you want to, as well as a toe hinge. Yep. Now let's see how well he can do a split. Wow, easily a perfect split. And the best thing about all this movement is when you move it, you feel like it's very smooth. I mean, you don't hear any squeaking sound, and it's all being very, you know, like a smooth engineering. Everything is being moved so smoothly. There is no, you know, cracking sound or squeaking sound or anything like that. This is just perfect, guys. Okay, so let's move on to the accessory for this guy, and there are tons of things to talk about. So let's start with the hands. As always, he actually comes with a pair of relaxed hand that is already on the figure, a pair of open hands, which I believe is being used when he's swinging in the air, a pair of wall crawling hands, yeah, which is pretty similar to the open palm hands that you can see just now, but from the finger you can tell that this is for wall crawling. A pair of hands to hold on to the webbings while he's swinging. A pair of closed fist hand, but it's a rather odd looking one because you can see from here the finger is coming out. It doesn't look like, you know, when you try to punch someone, those kind of closed fist hand. I believe these hands is actually being reused of one of the hand that is being used, which I will tell you guys later. And the last pair of hand is these web shooting hands, yeah, which looks pretty cool. I believe the webbings can be taken off. No, it's rather tight from my side. Yeah, so mine is stuck pretty tight, but I believe it can be removed just like the Miles Morales ones. But this one is rather cool looking. I don't mind having the webbing there all the times. And he also comes with a pair of human hands for the Peter B. Parker or Peter Parker. Yeah, this one is like, you know, having the Bruce Lee, or somehow it just reminds me of something. And the last hand is this right hand for holding on to the cup. And this is the hand that I spoke about, the closed fist hand just now. Yes, so as you can see, these two hands are a bit similar, not very similar, but somehow I'm not sure whether if they are molding this one and then they just don't want to waste the mold for one hand, so they use this as a closed fist hand or something like that. Yeah, you can see it's actually closed. So somehow I'm not sure why they are not giving us a proper closed fist hands. And he just comes with this additional torso, which is for the Peter Parker Spider-Man, because you can see it's actually pretty flat and fit. Yeah, you can see the six-pack, and this is the small one for this guy here. And the last accessory is these spectacles, which seems to be very flimsy. Yeah, just have to be very careful about it, and it's rather small as well. Just don't lose it. It looks very good. And it just comes with this big eye Spider-Man interchangeable heads. Yeah, this is like a surprise, shocking look. Yeah, I think this one will be a rather fun heads. And here we have the blonde Peter Parker head right over here. Yep, the hair are pretty detailed, as you can see, the number of layers they do it. Yeah, it's just not like a single piece of hair. It's rather nice looking. And the next is this Peter B. Parker head, which is looking to the right, and this is what I meant by it looks a bit too comical because of all the linings on the face. But now that I have it on hand, it doesn't look that bad. And here is another Peter B. Parker head looking to the left, and this one also, it seems to be okay. And he also comes with two of these straight webbings. It's a very thick webbings, as you can see, and I believe this is used for when he's swinging. And these three parts webbing is my favorites among all. Yeah, you can see that there's a lot of scenes that you can use to playfully use this one. And he also comes with this standard base from Sentinel, which is a rather good one. As you can see, it looks very premium. This is the same exact one as the one with Miles Morales. And last but not least, he also comes with an instruction manual, and this time I would like to say is that Sentinel, I think you have earned enough from us for the Miles Morales as well as this Sentinel Peter B. Parker. The next round, please make it into a colored paper. Yeah, this does looks cheap, you know. Table of contents, what does it comes with, everything. And this portion here is the newspaper, and I must say is that we are expected to cut or copy from this page. Yeah, this is not good, Sentinel. You should have at least, you know, cut it for us. So here are some more instructions that you can see on how to interchange some of the parts. And as you can see, without color, somehow it just doesn't feel right. I mean, this is a premium figure after all. We are paying premium for this, so I just hope that the next round for Gwen Stacy or any other characters, yeah, just make it into a colored sheet. Okay, so as you can see, this Peter B. Parker Spider-Man, this comes with tons and tons of accessory. Wow, I just love the way they give us the number of heads to play with, their hands, you know, can change the adornments, I can even have a glass, and the webbings. It's all very nice to play with. Speaking about playing, I would love to show you guys how to interchange some of the accessories that we've seen earlier onto the figure. So let's start with the head and let's see. Yep, it's very easily, without any effort, you can just take it off and just pop in the other heads that you want. Yep, as simple as that. And wow, this does looks pretty good. And next, I would love to show you how to interchange the hand. You just need to pull it out like this and just push it in like this. And now you can have Spider-Man looking at his empty cup. Okay, so I've changed to this Peter B. Parker head because I'd like to show you how to put on his glasses. Yes, so all you need to do is just put it over his face very easily and make sure that the handle is actually going to behind his ears, and then this is how it looks like. Wow. Very nice. And you can also use it on these other heads of the Peter B. Parker. And apparently you can even use it on this Peter Parker head as well. Wow, he looks handsome. And right now I'd like to help my Peter B. Parker to become fit again. Yep, so I'd like to change it into these adornments here. To interchange the adornment, basically you need to remove some of the parts here. So let's start with the body. Yep, so you just need to remove like this. And then remove here as well. From here it's very obvious which one is which. Yeah, this one is the Peter B. Parker and this one is for Peter Parker. So you just put it back on. And as for the leg, you will need to remove it as well. Yep, like this, followed by this leg. And this is the differences. This is for the fat Spider-Man and this is for the slim one. You can see the holes are smaller for this one. Then you need to put this one back to the torso. Yep, you remember that this one that is pointing outwards is supposed to be like this. Okay, so you just need to push it in. Yeah, it's rather hard to push it in the first time, so yeah, it's just got to be very careful with this. And then you need to put back the underwear and attach bags on the legs. Okay, yep. Okay, so there you have the slim fit Spider-Man. Okay, so this is the Spider-Man Peter Parker version, not the Peter B. Parker. You can see the adornment is a lot more smaller. Yep, so this is looking absolutely gorgeous as well. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so it comes the times again where I would like to post this Spider-Man into something that I have in mind. Yes, this time I'm going to make full use of the legs bending, and I would like to see whether it can do this impossible pose that I have in mind. So let's begin. Yep, very easily you can see that I can do a very good squatting pose. Yes, this leg is marvelous. Yep, just look at this. Whew. And the best thing is it doesn't have any sound. I just like that because I kind of hate squeaking sound sometimes. It just makes me feel scared that something might break. But this one is like smooth engineering, as you can tell. So let's see if I can pull off the pose. Not sure if I can. Yeah, you can see this is already a very nice Spider-Man poses. Yeah, so what to do is something like this. When he's squatting, yep, he's holding on to his face as well, like he's bored. Yeah, okay, so managed to pull it off. Is wow, as you can see, it's rather nice. I mean, for a non-poser like me, I mean, I'm not good at posing my Spider-Man or any figures. This is easily done. See, this is perfect. Wow, this is something like he's just bored, you know, waiting for some things to happen, holding on to his head. Yeah, very nice. Wow, this is amazing. This is just great. Okay, so for the size comparison, I would like to start off with some Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I have the Pizza Spider-Man right over here, as well as this Far From Home upgraded suit Spider-Man. And still on the Marvel Legends, I have the Peter B. Parker right over here, as well as the Gwen Stacy. Okay, yep. And next I'll move on to some SH figures. I have the recent No Way Home integrated suit, as well as the No Way Home black and gold Spider-Man suit. And next I'll move on to some Mayfax. I have the Amazing Spider-Man, the comic paint editions right over here, as well as the Mayfax Peter B. Parker. And still on the Mayfax, I have the Spider-Gwen right over here. She's pretty tiny as compared to him, as well as the Miles Morales from Mayfax as well. And last but not least, of course, I would like to compare him with the Sentinel Toys Miles Morales. Yep, they are from the same company. I think they match pretty well. Okay, so I almost forgot about the Gargoyle base. Yeah, as you can see, the box is quite a disappointment because it's just a very plain brown box. I was hoping that they could, you know, give a proper box to it. Yep, since we are paying more for it. Yep. Again, I was hoping too much maybe. Yep, so let's get him open and let's see how does it looks like. I mean, I haven't seen it in real life before, just picture. Wow, okay, so it does have some weight. Okay, wow, okay, the sculpting is rather good. As you can see, it's quite nice. Wow, this is, yeah, quite sharp. This is quite sharp. Okay, but it's rather nice even though it's quite plain. And I was told that, yeah, as you can see, we can actually, you know, hook up on the wall. But about the weight, I'm not that sure if I want to do that because somehow I just don't feel safe with this on my wall. Yeah, at first I thought it's something very light, then yeah, maybe you can just hook it up, but apparently it does not. Oh, how do we open this up? If you do have any knowledge on how to hook this guy up, maybe you can share with me down in the comment sections below. And if you guys are asking me about the material, it's definitely not a polystone or plastic. Yeah, maybe rubber. No, it's too hard to be rubber. Yeah, so I'm not so sure what is this. It's quite a solid piece. Okay, so my final verdict for this Sentinel Toys Peter B. Parker Spider-Man is I'm actually going to give it a 10 out of 10. Yes, I think this is a perfect Spider-Man after all. In terms of the overall look, it looks great. My goodness, it looks beautiful aesthetically. And then as for the articulation, I think it's quite perfect, except that it's missing maybe a butterfly joint and some tight shivers, but I think it's okay though with this thing here. I think this is like a very good posability, and I also mentioned that it is very smooth when you're posing it. And then another thing is I would like to point out is the joints are very thick. I mean, if you can break this thing, I think you're not meant to collect action figures after all, because these things are so break proof. Yeah, if you can break it, I think you are really not suitable in this hobby. Yeah, so this is a rather good design, not like you know, Mayfax. Their joints are rather fragile. This is some solid piece. Okay, so I'm giving extra points for that as well. And in terms of accessory, you have tons to play with. 4 interchangeable heads. Wow, what else can you ask for? Yep, this is a very good Spider-Man. As for the base, if you are really a Spider-Man fans and you wanted this base to go along with this Sentinel Spider-Man, or even together with the Miles Morales, yeah, I think you could still go for it. It's a rather nice piece, like I say, but the thing is it has some weight, and if you are going to hook this up on the wall, I would just like to say 2 words to you: good luck. Yeah, I'm not sure when or where you will actually, you know, give way and drop it down. Yeah, just make sure that you don't put this over your bed. Yeah, I don't want this thing to be fallen to your head when you are sleeping. Yeah, so I don't really recommend to hang this thing up. Yeah, so in terms of if you are just want to putting it on the table and Spider-Man, yeah, it's all good. It's all good, but I think the main purpose of this is to hang it on the wall so that it will looks even better in like something like a real Gargoyle base. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so to me, it's not needed actually. Yeah, I just want this guy here. I'm sorry, I just want this guy here, but I just couldn't find the, you know, the sales for just this guy. The one that I have on pre-order in Army comes together with this. Okay, so I'd love to hear from you. What's your thought about this Sentinel Toys Peter B. Parker? Yeah, do drop me your thoughts down in the comment sections below. So I do hope you enjoyed this review. Do give me a thumbs up if you do, and of course I hope you subscribe to my channel because I have more video coming out in the next few days, and I'll see you again in those videos. As always, stay safe, take care, and thank you for watching.